Hi and welcome back. So I've got 5 algebra equations for you to have a go at. They look pretty simple, but most students get at least one of them wrong. Make sure you stick around because question 3 trips up almost everyone. So let's get into it. So the first question I have for you should hopefully be fairly easy. So do you want to give this a go? 3x take 7 equals to 2x plus 5. So let's try solve this. So what we want to do is bring anything that's got an x to one side. So this 2x we're going to bring to the left hand side. And anything that's got a number we want to bring to the other side. So this -7 we want to bring to the right hand side. So my left hand side is just 3x, and because I put the 2x over and it was positive, when you bring it across it becomes take. So you got 3x minus 2x on the left, and on the right you got 5 plus 7. So it was a -7, so when you move that across it became plus 7. And 3x take 2x is just x, 5 plus 7 is 12. So well done if you got that correct. That was question 1. Okay, let's try question 2. So we have 4 brackets x plus 2 equals to 2x plus 14. So pause the video, feel free to give this a go, and then we'll check your answers. Okay, so let's check what you got. So step 1 is to multiply out the bracket. So you're going to do that times that, and then that times that. So that gives me 4x, because 4 times x is 4x. And then 4 times 2 is 8. And that equals to 2x plus 14. And then we do the same as what we did last time. So this 2x you're going to bring to this side. And this 8 you're going to bring to that side. And watch out for the signs. So left hand side is just 4x take 2x. Right hand side becomes 14 take 8. And 4x take 2x is 2x. 14 take 8 is 6. And then we just need to get rid of the 2. So it's a times by 2 on this side. So when you bring it across, it becomes divide. So it's just 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So good work if you got question 2 correct. Okay, let's try question 3. This is a bit of a tricky one. A lot of students sometimes get confused in this because we have a quadratic. So suppose I gave you 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. And I told you that equals to 0. So do you want to have a go at see if you could solve this? And then we will do it together. Okay, so for this one, what we need to do is, because this has got a number in front of my x squared, it's a non-mono quadratic, non-mono trinomial is the correct term. We need to multiply these two numbers first. So we need to multiply 2 by -3, which gives me -6. Then we write out all the multiples of 6 or -6. So 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. Then what we want to do is pick the ones that would add together to give me -5. And it's going to be these two. And we need to know, sorry, it won't be those two. Because I'll talk about why in a second because of the signs. It will be these two. So the fact that they have to multiply to give me a negative means that only one of them is negative. Because if you only get a negative if one of them is negative when you multiply them. So there's no way we could get 5 if one of these is negative and one of these is positive. Whereas with this, you can. Now we need to figure out which one is negative, and they have to add together to give me -5. So then it's pretty easy. You would say, in that case, it will be -6 plus 1. And we just check our maths. So -6 plus 1 does give me -5. And -6 multiplied by +1 just does give me -6. So we know it is definitely that. So then what you do is you actually replace this -5 with those two factors. and you make sure you write x between them. So that 2x squared still stays, and then we write out both of these factors. So we got positive 1x minus 6x, and then we haven't done anything to this neg 3, so we still write it out. So neg 3. So basically, neg 5 we've just represented as these two. Hopefully that makes sense. So then what we need to do is factorize by grouping. And what I mean by that is, firstly, we have to just factorize this part. And the only thing that's common to that is x. So we could remove x out as a factor. And that leaves me with 2x plus 1. How about over here? Well, we can remove neg 3 out as a factor. And that will leave me with 2x plus 1. And now 2x plus 1 is a factor, so we could remove that out. Make sure you write it in brackets. And you're just left with x take 3. So that's your second factor. X take 3. So that's how you factorize this quadratic, this non-monotrinomial, when there's a number in front of the x squared. Now remember, the question actually asked us to solve it. So it means that either this equals to 0, so either 2x plus 1 equals to 0, or that equals to 0, x minus 3 equals to 0, using the null factor. And if we rearrange this, we get 2x equals to neg 1, x equals neg 1 on 2. If we rearrange this second one, x equals to 3. So the answers for question 3 are x equals negative a half, or x equals to 3. So that one was quite tricky. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, question 4. So we have 5 brackets x take 1 minus 3 brackets x plus 2, and that equals to 4. Okay, let's try solve this. So what we need to do is expand the brackets. So everything that's outside the bracket, you must multiply by what's in the bracket. So that becomes 5x, and minus 1 times 5 is neg 5. And same for this fella. You're going to do minus 3 times x, which is neg 3x, and then minus 3 times positive 2, which is negative 6. And that equals to 4. Now we could collect like terms. So you've got 5x take 3x, which is 2x. And be careful of this one because we're going more negative. Neg 5 take 6. So that becomes neg 11. And we know that equals to 4. Then we're going to bring that neg 11 to that side. So we have 2x equals 4 plus 11, which is 15. And then your final step, get rid of the 2, divide both sides by 2. So x is 15 on 2, or 7.5. So that one hopefully wasn't that bad. You just, expand the brackets, collect like terms, and then rearrange. Okay, our final one, number 5. So 7x plus 3 equals to 4x plus 18. Okay, this one should be quite easy to solve. Let's see if you can do this. So what we're going to do is this 4x we're going to bring to the left, and this positive 3 we're going to bring to the right. And remember, anything going across the equal sign swaps their sign. So we still have 7x, that 4 becomes a minus 4x. We still have that 18, and that positive 3 becomes take 3. 7x take 4x is 3x. 18 take 3 is 15. And then finally, divide both sides by 3. So x is 15 divided by 3, which is 5. So well done. If you got all 5 of those correct, I'll be really interested to hear from you. So let me know in the comment section if you did get all 5 of them correct, or if you got 4 or 3, or even if you just found this useful and fun. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.